Civil society organizations are essential to the social and economic development of Uganda. However, their collaboration with the private sector has been insufficient, which has negatively impacted the sustainability of development efforts in the nation. To address the issue, the United States Agency for International Development USAID has initiated efforts to foster partnerships between Uganda civil society organizations and the private sector, aiming to enhance the sustainability of development within communities. Daniela Nyandutie, the USAID Mission Director, emphasizes that the development challenges currently encountered are highly intricate. This complexity underscores the necessity for the private sector to engage and collaborate with civil society organizations, as these organizations pose numerous innovative solutions for development.
It's very clear is that the development challenges that we face today are very complex, and they require us to be more creative in the solutions that we have. And that's why the private sector is part and parcel and critical for us moving forward. They are the ones who have the innovations, the capabilities, the technology, the flexibility to move very quickly.
Nyandutie further emphasized why the private sector need to strengthen the partnership with civil society organizations in Uganda.
And for the CSOs that we work with, they have the knowledge on how to do things at the local level. So making sure that we are diversifying and we are leveraging the different skills that are available within the civil society organization network as well as with the private sector, it's a win-win situation for everybody. And for us as a United States government, we are intent on continuing our support to the CSOs. And in fact, when you look here in Uganda, more than half of our resources are channeled through the local actors because we believe strongly in what they can do. We are also partnering with the private sector. We are very intentional in our engagement with the private sector. From the work that we do to expand internet access here in Uganda through our partnership with Rock Telecom, to many other things that we do with financial institutions to make access to financing available to farmers and other people who need the credit to be able to expand their operations.
Grace Nchemererwaku, Chief Operating Officer of the Private Sector Foundation Uganda, indicates that there has been a decrease in external development funds, which has led to USAID to introduce a partnership between the civil society fraternity and the private sector.
There's been a decline in the development funds that are coming to our country, but not just to our country, I think to the developing countries. And USAID has also got a localization agenda. They would like to see private sector players participate.
They want private sector, through their corporate social responsibility, to support civil society in funding towards supporting communities.
On the other hand, in the private sector space, we are seeing a huge drive towards ESG, the environment, social and governance area as part of the private sector's corporate social responsibility in effort to have positive impact on the communities in which they operate. So it feels like a good time. It's actually a perfect time for us to bring the two parties together.
Elizabeth Mwerinde, Executive Director, Private Sector under Equity Bank, notes that projects being run by CSOs need support from private sector for proper sustainability.
Private sector has long been a partner with civil service organizations. Why? Because the resources that always finance the civil society organizations have been dwindling over the last few years. So whatever projects or programs that are run by them need support, and it is important for us to also collaborate with them to further sustain these programs.
She adds that partnership will also enhance the growth of business in the private sector.
On the business side, in the rules of sustainability, if you're looking at the wholesome way of continuing to grow business and creating value in an ever-changing world with continuous changing risks and ever-changing opportunities, you cannot operate without partnering with the civil society organizations, because they're the ones which link you to the community.
Julius Mhomza, Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.